Morning, Monday. Okay, it's opportunity now to have just try and make this next week a bit different. So the real goal is trying to give you a little bit more back to the coaching the things. So we have put on now. I've put on a conditioning week where you like I know the weather's turned a little bit, but like you guys enjoying the running and the rowing challenge you've gone there. So what I've kind of done is I've put like a rowing one, a bike one, a running one, a workout one with a theme of sort of just conditioning, and then I'll give you a little workout why what to get after it and stuff like that. So you can just purely hit that. This would be really good if you haven't got a lot of kit. It's great to work the engine, and if you were literally if you wanted to get really good at what we do, improving your overall conditioning is a huge benefit to be a good CrossFitter, if you call that. All right. So this one here, first let's just say, well, great weekend, brilliant. Thank you, Wheels, last night. That was good. Apologies, I made up my scores at the end. I was actually doing some workouts at the same time, and I lost my footing where I was. So I just made up the last couple of scores, but it was good fun. Well done, mate. Awesome, mate. It'd be great if you did it again, mate. That'd be brilliant. I'm sure we get a lot more on there as well. And Mel, well done, Mel. Amazing. Sorry I didn't click in with you on the afternoon. Had a couple of beers on the night, but also then the kids got landed very first thing. I was like, nah, there's no chance I'm getting involved with this with Mel around. But hey, you had so much with Mimi around. Mimi? Who's Mimi? Ellie around. But you guys had a great performance. Well done. I hope you're resting up, and I hope you're not getting anywhere near any exercise for about another week. Have a nice reload week. Well done. Super. And all the other guys, and Sophie and Kelly and Ruth and Beth. And Jordan, well done, Jordan. I heard last night, I think you jumped into 10 and something like that. I think it looked like Russ did quite a few. Becky did a bunch. Sorry if I missed you, if anybody else on there. All right, okay. Well done. Good stuff. Okay, so what's this video? There's my little 3-minute rant. Rant? That wasn't a rant. That was just a good morning. Right, I put a little running one on there to start the week. And I want to start the week because I have had some conversation with a few members who I've gone out running, my knees playing up and stuff like that. The one thing about running is we generally go, everyone just thinks, I'm just going to go for a run, I'm going to go out and run like that. Common faults. The body's not ready for that. Low back can play up. You don't have the ankle mobility when the foot's landing the ground. When you're running on whatever pace, undulated ground, angle of ground, you can be up to 6 times your body weight through your body, i.e. like if you're running down the hill, bang, you can hit, and it's through one leg, and then it has a ricochet up the body, and this is where you can get the knee and the back issues. Usual things that will happen is your ankle doesn't have the mobility to run dead straight as you land. So what I mean by that is as this foot's coming through, guys, as you land the foot, it doesn't have the mobility, it pushes you off, your knee starts doing that, you do that 1,000 times on your run, and it starts to play up. Another one, if that is happening, or you just have weak glutes, that when you're running and you're landing on one leg, there's no support in this, and they call it knee tracking. So this is working, this is not supporting, and then your lower back starts to have to do some work that it's not used to because the glute's not working, and you can kind of feel it's like my lower back really hurts. That's a common one for me because my glutes don't work great because I'm super tight in here and I kind of stick my ass out like a duck. This can flare up my back as well. So it's really good that if you're going to go out for a run, that you just have a little warm-up that fires up these things. Even if that's not an issue, it's really important to fire that up, and you'll find that you'll run so much better. So the goal of the day is interval training, where you're going to be working flat out. Okay, you got 100 meter sprint, 200 meter sprint, and 400 meter sprint. I thought this might work well if you're working from home and you can sprint out and come back in and then take a rest. So straight away, the workout works for you guys who want to get better at your running, okay, in the fact that start running at a different pace. You always got to do a run, and when running turns up in our workouts, we always seem to do recovery, same sort of pace. So straight away go, right, this is asking me to run harder. I've got a great rest time afterwards, so I'm okay. So straight away, I'm going to get better and faster at running. This is a great workout for you to have a little go at. All right, so let's look at You follow that, it's self-explanatory on the workout, but let's have a look at just the warm-up and the why for that. So we talked about ankle mobility. I've put multi-directional on there. What I mean by that, guys, I'll come back so you can see me footing. I haven't got socks on, I don't even wear them in the morning, but not wearing your trainers, okay, and getting a really good understanding of where your ankle mobility and your stability when I give you some of the other exercises later through, it's really good to be doing it in bare feet or in socks, okay? So what we're looking for is to try and get as much forward movement, okay, with this knee as possible, with keeping the heel on the ground or just lifting so you know you're on its end range. And then don't just sit there, because when your foot's landing on the ground, it's going to land on undulated ground on the pavement, up, round, bad curves, stuff like that. All right. So what you're going to do is just keep moving in and out, block the foot. Okay, moving like that, in and out, different little angles all the way. Couple of minutes on each side. Great little starter for your ankle mobility to improve. Then do it on the other side. 2 minutes on each side, and then we'll go straight into an EMOM. So we've got progressive now. This is where it works, is if you just stretch and don't then fire up the muscles, you've created an extra bit of range of movement into a muscle that it didn't have, and you must create that new range and to have some activation and some strength. All right. So that's what we want to do in the next one. So if we carry on the theme on the EMOM, each minute, what do you want, John O'Grady? Oh God, he's always sending me rowing crap. I haven't got a rower, mate. Piss off. So we've got a progressive on the ankle mobility, 2-footed jumps. Okay, so what we want to build up those ankles now and get that new range. We've got new range, so a nice linear progression. You go, okay, 2-footed jumps, nice and fast. That's it, nice together. Let it all be about the ankles, not at the knees. Okay, just about the ankles. You can skip that, guys, if you wanted to. And we want to use the whole minute. You're only going to come to each of these exercises once. So just do the whole minute. The next one we got running and then right and left legs, all right? The running, okay, just, yeah, start building up that sort of leg support as we talked about. Get different angles, forwards, backwards, that's it. Doesn't matter, like that, step back, you know, just, it doesn't matter. Just keep running, higher knees, more intense. Just start taking that ankle into different directions for a little bit of activation. Now, you're now touching on, as you finish on, literally on one foot, nice and straight, just jumping, and that's pretty much, you're now thinking about that one leg working, and already now, well, that's about 10-15 sort of seconds, that is already starting to kick in and start to mimic the work. Now, what I want, guys, is you work on one whole leg. Like I said, you're only going to do it once. Just kind of be aware of where your foot's landing. See, try and get out of that. Foot landing, you're trying to take an opportunity. Knee not kicking in. All right, there you go. If I use the mirror beyond, that's it, the window. That's it, behind. But I want to turn out. I want to do that. I want to turn my foot out. So not only are you warming up, but why we call it workout prep, you're actually trying to improve your position as well. So just literally just demoing that. That's really started to raise my heart rate as well. Now, the other one is around the hip. So that's about the ankle. And the other one's around the hip. Is I talked about my issues where my groin and my hip flexors are quite tight. And it kind of pushes me into this. So if we're here, kind of pushes me into that all the time. And then now I can't squeeze my glute optimally. So I want to open that up. So your Cossack squats, again, working for your minute. Wide stance. All right, turn your feet out. Good stretch through the groin. Good stretch through the groin. Just keep working back for 1 minute. All right. After your Cossack squats, you want to do the hip flexor. So front and back, doesn't really matter, guys. Just really exaggerate the lean back and the reach. And as I step through here, really, it's about what's going on from this knee, that big arch through. That'll open you up. Okay. Now, this one, the next one, the single leg Romanian deadlift. This is what I would class. If you're not used to a single leg deadlift, when you run, the angle of your leg is exactly the same as all the lifts we do, from kettlebell swings. It does actually even happen in gymnastics, but we won't get into that. If you think about kettlebell swings, deadlifts, top end of the squats, cleans, snatches, top ends, all these hang positions, it is there where if I'm going kettlebell swing, run, all right? It's the same angle, all right? Which means, but you haven't got the other leg to support it, so it's really good. So as a test retest, if you've never really done this before, and you go, yeah, I'm trying to start doing running, but I'm struggling, I encourage you to do this at the very start of this warm-up. Test retest. Nothing on you, no trainers on. 1 foot, keep it exactly straight. Okay, bend your knee. Oh, now my glutes got to work. Stick my bum out. Okay, go down and touch on the outside of that leg. Now, with this, about just below your knee is all we need for running. So just below your knee, just below that hang. All right, whatever angle, you know, if you start running up the hill, that should cover it. Okay, and what we'd want, that you can hit that, but we're using it through the hip. And if I bring this up now, okay, how about that? Is that a nice one, girls? This one I go on this leg is that I can control the back as well. So as I go down through this, the back is straight and it stays straight as I move up and down, and it's not moving from the upper back, which won't kick that in as well. All right, so really good. What we got there is, if you've never done this before, have a go at what I just demoed you with at the start, see how well you do that, and it might answer a few questions why you may struggle with running, or it would really improve your running. Improve the ankles, and then we'll alternate between opening and activating the hip and the ankle mobility. Alternate between those for 8 minutes. As soon as you've finished, I've put a 200-meter run. Just go out there and link it all together. All those individual parts, just make it into a run. Come back nice and easy. And that would be a brilliant warm-up, workout prep, better understanding of how you could be a better runner. All right. Hope that helps. All right, more of this stuff coming through this week. Try and get you energized and kicked off. Your workout Y videos will all sort of be out for the next couple of days. Please join me tonight at 5:30. I will do an online Zoom. As soon as I've seen as many people as possible booked in, I will put the Zoom link into the messenger to you. I'll put it on the Facebook page as well, and I won't email it to everyone. I don't need to. I'll only, if you book in, will you receive the link for it. And guys, today and with my classes, now and then we'll have a bit of fun. I might throw one in there, but what I'd like to do is I'd like to do the program of the day off the ones that I'm posting down that has the most sort of coaching value, skill, so I can cover improving you guys out there with what piece of equipment you're working with, and also improve the newer members as well. So we've got a nice balance between the two. And I might nick things off today, so I might nick the skipping one today for the warm-up sort of side to help people out with that. All right. Okay, so guys, book in for that. Have fun. Look forward to the rest of the week. It's going to be quality, and well done for Mel and all the gang that were with her. And Wheels, thanks last night, mate. It was good fun. Good pants. Or pants. Has anyone heard of that? Pants? Pants means panta, means shit banter.